So for this week, our plan was to have one level working properly. Just to add, we have removed the idea of 3 levels. Our game will now be based on only one level, and we've been trying to make that level as perfect as possible. We've spent time on integrating all of our codes together and perfecting our codes according to the suggestions each of us gave to each other. And we also worked on the work division and the requirements. So like we've been trying to perfect all of our parts. The screens are not integrated with the code yet, but they will be done as soon as possible. We've also implemented a few sprite changes and other changes that you will notice when each of the group members will display their work. I worked on the score class because we realized that this was something different from the timer. First, this was like we had only the text class, which was creating a score and a timer object, but now we have a score class because we want to have different scores for each obstacle, as you can see here. We will also add a GPA at the end. We will also give a GPA at the end of the game, so you know how much GPA you scored and like with what grade you passed. I also worked a bit on the list. I will run the game now. Um, as you see, when you kill a quiz, you get a 2. When you kill an assignment, you get a 1. If you kill a midterm, you will score a 3. Um, okay, there's no midterm coming. Okay, there it is. I hope you saw that. Um, Other than that, I will also make like the final GPA function that will be displayed once you win the game or you lose it. You will be given your GPA. In the list.cpp, we tried adding these collision functions that detect the collision between the bullet and the obstacles, like the respective lists. That is my part for now.
Okay, so for this milestone, I gave some more defining properties to the obstacles. So now the quiz, first let me run it. The quiz basically now moves in a zigzag direction, so it's easier, so it's more difficult to shoot it down. The assignments still move the same way that they did, and the midterm now shoots 3 bullets back at the player, so if the player gets hit, its score will decrement. Alright. So the movement of the quiz is done over here in the move function of quiz. So we basically set a boundary and we restricted the movement to that within that boundary. Because projectile is Mehreen's function, so we both worked on the midterm shooting bullets at the player.
Hi, okay, so for this week, a lot of the work I did was in Game Manager. I worked on integrating everyone's code into Game Manager and also making sure that the game was concise and smooth. I worked on the player and made the player flicker on collision with obstacles, so when it collides with an obstacle, it disappears for a second and then reappears. I also added this little sprite that indicates you lost 1 point when you hit an obstacle. Bajit and I also worked on the midterm enemy. So since midterm needs to shoot 3 bullets and I had projectile, we both worked on that to make the midterm shoot 3 bullets upon creation. Okay, so let's see how this looks in gameplay. All the assignments now hold different points. Quiz gives you 2 points, assignment gives you 1, midterm gives you 3. You're hit by something, the player flickers and you lose a point. If you get hit by a midterm bullet, you also lose points. And shooting a midterm scores you 3 points.
Alright, so for this milestone, I worked further on the screens, try to make the functions more modular, and yeah, so I'm just gonna show you the start screen as an example. In the constructor, all of the sprites are being set and the screen is being set. There's a render function that renders the screen and the buttons. So this is the main function that is the main transitioning function. Basically checks the hover over the particular button a screen has and transitions you to the corresponding screen. So I'm just gonna run the code and show you how far I've gotten. So it works fine until the gameplay screen. So I was working on getting the win screen, but apparently it shows the image of the main screen, but the button is of the win screen. So it's quite a weird bug that I'm trying to figure out. Hopefully by the next milestone everything will be perfectly integrated. So this is how far I've gotten. Thank you.
Hello, this is Maria, and my milestone this time was to convert my single class of power ups into a factory, and now I have this factory class here. Um, this is the factory, and here are the child classes: split shot and shield, and basically that's it for now. Minor bugs will be fixed as soon as possible. Thank you.
As the next video will be the last video, so by then we are obviously expecting all of the work to be done, our code to be integrated. We are thinking that the only thing left would be the few slight smaller changes that we want to make, like for example, the changes in the sprite or something. Other than that, we want the whole work to be integrated together and working perfectly fine.